Shalom, shalom.
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 Yeah. Hey, it's your brother's a great millstone, Charlotte. Coming with another Friday Night Live lesson in the news through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. First and foremost, we want to start by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh.
Howard, Hashem, Yahshua, Hashem,
Dash.
Dash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, so as you can see by the title, man, we've got this tension between Zelensky and Trump and J.D. Vance, the vice president. They had an argument in regards to the peace talks between Ukraine and Russia, man. Right, so they're in the White House, as the priest says on the video here, which we'll play shortly. But we're seeing that division take place, right, amongst the ranks, right, that dissension, amongst the ranks as we're watching World War III talks, intensify. America is tending to separate itself from the rest of the beast, man. Right, and what we're seeing is now, as a result, you have the EU and NATO nations, looking unfavorably upon America right now, man. Which is prophecy.
God, we're seeing that great division as the Bible speaks of amongst these Edomites, man, which is going to lead to all hell breaking loose, and that's going to fulfill the prophecy of the beast hating the whore, and that's going to lead to the downfall of this Edomite hegemony, which is the Esau Edom, the Edomites ruling all together, man. Because that's going to lead to all hell breaking loose in Ukraine, Israel, Iran, all these various other nations are going to be drawn into this war, and that's what we see. And the Lord is stirring that spirit up here in the latter days, man. Because that's beautiful. When you see these Edomites arguing amongst each other, that shows you that this tension is thicker than we thought, man.
Yeah, it shows the weakness in Babylon the Great, because off of what you just said, I want to grab this here in Luke 11:18. If Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? Because you say, I cast out devils through Beelzebub, but the point being, it says Satan is divided. How can his kingdom stand? Like you were saying, all these skirmishes that we see, in the world, what is it? It's a Esau versus Esau. You can get that in Isaiah 19:2. Because this what they call this is the ultimate white on white crime that we're seeing, or so-called white, really is red on red crime. But the Edomites are feuding amongst themselves, all right, which is going to lead into the World War III that the Bible speaks about. That's going to be that last great war that's going to destroy this place, man. So what we're seeing is just prophecy continuing to take place, man.
That's right. That's right. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 19, real quick. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. And it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Right. And that's exactly what's taking place, man. Russia, Ukraine, all right. You got America that's in the middle, pretty much kind of like you got Ukraine pretty much, because what Zelensky is over here for is trying to, to get more aid to try to help bring these quote unquote peace talks, which we know is all bullshit, because the Lord wants that war to continue on. But he was over here trying to get aid from Trump, and the whole this whole argument that you're about to see, man, was just it was tacky looking, but it, in the eyes of the global stage, like you said, but the EU and all that it paint America in a bad light, because the way that Trump and Vance was talking to Zelensky, it's like they was trying to stun him. It was boasting about how pretty much Ukraine ain't shit without America's aid and all this. And he's like, if you really want to make something, happen, like pretty much, kiss his ass, what Trump was pretty much saying without saying. So, this is a bad look on the global stage, as far as this is how you treat your allies, man. So why would we want to continue to help with these people when we see that Babylon is really, it's just being set. The stage is being set, all right, for that World War III, man. So we can go ahead and play this. Just let me know when y'all want to stop too.
Okay.
It's fine. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yeah, but if
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come to the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring it into this
have you
conflict.
ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count one.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
Pause it right there.
God bless. You will not have war.
You hear what he said? You will feel it in the future, man. And and they're right, man, because the destruction of Babylon is written, man. And these Edomites know that, and this is what they're trying to run from. They're trying to run from the destruction of Babylon the Great. This is why they're trying to set up different snares and avenues so they can continue to prosper. But hey, as the scripture says in Jeremiah 51, real quick, Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7, it says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. And that's what you see, man. America, man. America has been that golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Ukraine is drunk of the philosophies of Babylon the Great, because Ukraine was once part of Russia, man. It was part of the USSR. But what happened, man? It separated and joined and took allies with America, man. And we know why it did that, so America can try to get a foot in the backyard of Russia, man. And it said, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And this is why you're seeing a lot of nations rising up against America. A lot of nations is letting go of the petrodollar. And this is why they try to put Trump in office so they can get back to that golden age, man. Which that's not gonna come. That's done. That golden age of the late 50s to the late around the 60s, that time is done. There's no more golden age, man. That golden cup, as the Bible's written for Babylon, that's done, man. It says Babylon has suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her?
If I can jump in there too, because what like you said, they put Trump in here to try to paint back the image of that past campaign of Make America Great and the MAGA and all that. It's like you're gonna hear in the rest of the video, he's trying to sell to people like, yo, nigga, you talking too much. Like, we don't want these people to know that this shit's about to go. This is why he had to hurry up and cut him off and then bring that reassurance in, because his whole thing is America's coming back into the golden age. We're about to get back to being the greatest country again. We got this Biden's ass out the office, so shit's about to stop fucking up. Like, he's trying to paint Babylon like this shit is still this golden city, when we see that this place is turning into a goddamn third world country, man. You know?
Mm-hmm. That's right. You said it right, bro. And it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed.
Yep.
And there's no making America great again, man. America has too many problems, man. Trump, all he did was get in office and help the rich stay rich. He made tax cuts for the wealthy. He didn't make tax cuts for the poor of this world, man. He's not, like the elder was going into, he's not even concerned about the wildfires in California. He's not concerned about helping the farmers and helping out the agriculture and things that's been going on in America. He's not making tax cuts for the poor. He's not trying to bring inflation down. He's trying to help his friends stay rich. And which that's doing what? It's making this place worse than it already was, man. He's set in office to bring forth a new system. And then within that, he has to bring forth this technocracy. And that's why he has to get everybody on ball, man. He has to get everybody in the same mindset of bringing this system in. And their mind, they don't give a damn about Ukraine, man. They want that war to keep going on, man. That's how you know he's a damn liar. Because what did he say? He's going to talk with Putin and get the war to stop. But then he's defending Putin. As we continue, he's defending Putin, man.
In this video that came out, you know, this pretty much is just to show you, like you said, he's saying that they're not picking sides, but Trump is definitely more biased towards Putin. But like you said, it's to bring on that tension, because what this is going to do in the back end is pretty much, escalate that situation. Because like I said, what Zelensky, what he just said, which we're running back, he was like, you may not feel it now, but you're gonna feel it eventually, because this situation that's going on in Ukraine and what's going on over in Gaza, this stuff is going to start to spill over here to America. And this is what Trump was trying to reassure the people after he said that, so that way that thought is not thought about, because these Americans, I was looking at TikTok, just looking at a couple of these videos, and these Trumpers are like, look at my president, look how he put that man in place. Like they really think that Trump is gonna make this shit to what is going to be the greatest country ever, man. They can't see what Zelensky's saying that's going to take place, but what you just read is a scripture that's it pretty much goes with what he said, man.
I got one more for you real quick. This Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. And it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." Sit in the dust. The dust means a state of confusion. Because these people in America are in a state of confusion, especially the leaders. And it says, "Oh, virgin daughter of Babylon." Who's the virgin daughter of Babylon? America, man, because America is taking on the same customs of Babylon, man. And virgin means what? It hasn't been hit by any foreign adversary as far as a war on its land. And that's what's coming. That's what's coming to America. That's the brother Priest is getting into. You're going to have foreign troops invading this land. You're going to have foreign missiles hitting the shores of America in times to come very soon. The Edomites said it. Because they know their future, man. The future of America is dim, man. It's not bright. It's dim. And they can see that when they go out to their day-to-day, that America doesn't have very long. It says, "Sit on the ground. There is no throne." America is gradually being dethroned in your face, man. Everybody's joining allies with Russia and China and Iran, as we went in years ago. They called a group of friends. Why you think they're coming up with a currency? Which we all know that this is going to be a global affair, because we know the plans of the elites. Because at the end of the day, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, this is called theater of war. They had to give the people a show. Like the brother Priest we was talking to before the camera. We know, we understand what's going on, just like these devils. But this is a show. Because these people, what you see on the screen, they have a cult of personality. They're playing their roles so they can have the Trump supporters like, and have the other people, they got to buy into it. They got to sell it. This is a product. They have to sell it, man. But we're not ignorant of Satan devices. These devils know that America's being dethroned through the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shah. It says,
let me say this too, Baba Bashar, because like you said, this is it's all a show, a theater of war. Because we always quote that Shakespeare quote, "The world is a stage, and we're all merely just players," or whatever. Both of these niggas, if you know their background, are reality TV stars, man.
Exactly.
Trump, as we know, he had a show, The Apprentice, and then Zelensky was a fucking actor, man, with his faggot ass. But both of these niggas are actors, man. Okay, so just showing you that, look, this is all bullshit.
Yeah, bro. It's so funny that he was actually a president actor as the Ukraine president in this TV show, and then he became the president. Ain't that some shit? So that's showing you is they play him and manipulate the minds of the masses, man. And he was a damn go-go dancer, man. We ain't gonna let that shit slide. We ain't gonna let that slide, Priest.
That's why I say he's a mole.
He's a mole. He had heels on and all. Go fact check that. He had heels on and all. But these are none but actors, man. They're playing their parts, man. I'm gonna finish this out. We'll jump back on the video. This Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1 and the latter. It says, "Oh, daughter of the Chaldeans, witches and warlocks," which you see on this screen right here. Because these are high-level Freemasons, man. These high-level witches in your face, man. And it's, as a brother Priest went into the other week, MAGA goes back to what, fifth degree Satan worshipers?
The highest level.
The highest level. And that's Trump. Yeah, and that's what these guys, what you see and dealing with on the left-hand side. This is how you know this is Babylon all over again, going into that witchcraft, man. And it says, "O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate," man. America's not going to be that golden beacon light as it once was, man. It's not going to be that golden city, man, that golden cup, as we read in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, man. it's been dethroned right before your eyes, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Quantum, can you grab that Jeremiah 49 that you put in the chat earlier?
Okay.
Just add to what Talmud just read.
Jeremiah 49:31. It reads, "Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care, saith the Lord, which have neither gates nor bars, which dwell alone."
Yeah, that's talking about here in America, man. Babylon the Great, like you read earlier, that virgin daughter, because America has never been touched. All right. But as we know, what Biden did when he allowed all these migrants to come into the country is he brought a lot of sleeper cells into the country, man. All right. So just as America has never seen war on its soil, we're gonna see that happen very soon, man. All right, we're gonna have these FF attacks, to pretty much justify the whole talk of domestic T words. This is all accumulating from situations like the Russia-Ukraine war, man. All right, what's going on in Gaza? Because these nations have a bone to pick with America, man. So they're gonna allow these troops to start killing people, whether they're actually situations to where some niggas just start shooting shit up, or it might be some organized whatever. We don't know. But at the end of the day, Ukraine, all right, you have Ukrainian soldiers over here, you have Russian soldiers over here, Chinese soldiers, all. So these nations see that America is pretty much is ripe for the picking, man.
Right. And like it says that dwell without care, because like you have made mention of, Trump is set up to keep these Americans in that state of pride,
Facts.
And
Facts.
The one thing America has had the benefit of is to be able to disassociate with geopolitics. That we're so detached from the rest of the world that we don't really know unless you're really into it, looking into these things. You never know what's taking place across the globe,
right?
Because they're not going to tell you these things, because as soon as that hits home, then that's when people are going to start to lose it, man.
Exactly.
So they keep you detached from these things. And with what Zelensky said, that this is going to be you soon, pretty much, right? Trump was immediately on the defense for that, man, because he, like you said, he wants to keep that illusion, that facade of this was the golden era, as they called it.
Yeah. We're good.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. Social, and let's start from the beginning. Sure. First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless. You don't know that. God bless. God bless. You will not have war. Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel. I'm not telling you. Because you're in no position to dictate that. Remember this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good. Feel influence. We're going to feel very good and very strong. You will feel influence. You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position.
And you can just hear the pride in this nigga, man. Like, yo, he talking to Zelensky like he's a little kid, bro. Because it's just showing you, like, the scriptures talk about America's pomp is gonna be brought low, bro. Like this is just putting the stage of why all these nations are gonna want America to go down. I feel like there's an echo in the background. Is that just me?
Nah, I didn't hear it.
I don't know. It might just be on my
end. But what did he say? He said, "You're not in a position to say that." Can I bring this precept out real quick? Because you want to know who's in a position to say that? The men of the Lord, the prophets. We are in a position to tell you, yes, you're going down, according to the Bible, man. Yeah, so we are in a position, because as the Apostle Tahar been saying this week, because we are the prophets of doom. We're going to tell you the justice according to the Bible, how you're going to go down, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. It says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence." And that's what you're seeing taking place, man. The prophets are back on the scene to tell you, yes, man, Zelensky's right. You are about to go down, man. And if you got the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you can see it, man. You can see what's going on in the global tensions. You can see what's going on even on your own home front. That your society, your kingdom is at its wit's end, man. It's following the same way Rome fell. You spread it yourself too thin. You basically you devalue your denario, which is your petrodollar. Now, no, you have really no allies, really. because you're gradually isolating yourself. Because that's what's really going on. Everybody's gradually separating themselves from America, man. And they
Exactly.
Right.
got the right devil in office to do this, man. As it goes, and what is it? Daniel 7:20. His look was more stout than his fellows. That's what you see with DJ Trump and his cabinet, man. Even with backing with his that devil Elon Musk, man. They're speaking very proud. They feel like America's untouchable. You need us. We don't need you. That's what America's pushing, man. But not knowing America, your military is spread it too thin. You got a bunch of modes in it. You got a bunch of old ass equipment, and you seeing what all these nations are coming together, and they're starting to rise up against you, man. And you're
Right.
afraid, man. And I'm gonna finish it out. And it says the prophet, not Salaki. That was it. That was it.
I
Salaki.
got this for you real quick, Tajima.
Mm-hmm.
This Isaiah 47 and 15 in the NLT.
Kind.
It reads, "And all your friends, those with whom you've done business since childhood, will go their own ways, turning a deaf ear to your cries."
Ooh, and what does
Hmm.
that line up with? That lines up with Obadiah, man. All they that took that bread. That's what you see, man. All that took your bread, took your aid. What are they doing? They're separating themselves, man. Cause they see that you're not really beneficial for their society and for their kingdom. This is
Right.
why they're putting America on the back burner. They don't really care about America trying to make itself great again. That's even a proud statement for you to say, "Make America great again." You basically that shows you that you're just concerned about your country and nobody else, man. And that shows you, even with this, what's going on right here, these are fellow Edomites, man. You would think that he'll try to help his fellow Edomite, but he's telling them, "Hey, you need to calm down. We'll get to you when we get to you." That's what basically he's
Yeah.
saying. He said, "Your
And
country's already getting bombed." He was
yeah,
talking
like
shit.
he told Jake a couple years ago when he was running. It was like, what else? What else you got to lose? You might as well vote for me. He said, you in the hood, you ain't y'all on welfare. It's like, look, trust in me, and that's pretty much what he's saying. You know, even more stout though. You know, pretty much y'all ain't shit without our help. If you leave this meeting without our help, then y'all pretty much just gonna continue to fight, and you gonna get fucked up more, man. You know, we're just
That's what
decrying
JD
that shit.
Vance said. That's what JD Vance said starting of the video. He was basically like, "Man, y'all getting y'all ass, in so many words in layman's terms." He was like, "Y'all getting y'all ass whooped over there, man. So you might want to pipe it down, or we'll see what we can do for you." That's what he was basically saying. Like y'all, he said you getting dismantled. That's basically mean you losing. You taking
Facts.
an ultimate L, man. And that's why he's coming there. See, he's like, you're going around on your little propaganda tour seeking aid, basically picking at him for real, for real.
Mhm.
Right. Continue on.
Dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very dictate that.
That's exactly
Remember
what
this.
we're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very
You
strong.
will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position.
I
You
was
don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
not playing
cards.
cards.
Right now, you don't.
We're
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're playing
We're
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III.
What do
You're
you think about?
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
I'm
It's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to you.
Far
And you know that's heavy that he said that because this is a pivotal thing because Russia and Ukraine that's eventually going to spill over into like we said the bigger picture, which is you know Russia versus America, man. Because like you said, Ukraine is allies with America or the beast or whatnot. So all these things are just accumulation of what we've been prophesying about of that great stage of war that they're trying to show on TV that they're trying to stop, but really it's unstoppable, man. I want to grab this real quick. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5:1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." And this is why we are on our watch, giving you the prophetic forecast of what is going on in the world and how to link it up with prophecy, because we are in the last days. We don't have no 1,000 years left to wait for our Messiah to come, because we see that he, according to all the warnings that he gave us, Second Ezra 9, In Matthew 24, just a couple of examples. It's also in Luke and Mark as well. But the Lord gave us warning signs to look for that he was on his way back. And what's one of the major ones that we were told to look for? Wars and rumors of wars.
Mm-hmm.
You heard him just say, look, he say, let's run that back real quick.
With World War III. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
He said you're gambling with World War III. But like you said, Tazama, if this is supposed to be, both Edomites, why would, if they were smart, why would they allow all these different versions, all these different families of Edomites bring this if it wasn't the Lord? Because if they was on the same page, then they should be able to come to a diplomatic, agreement to where Ukraine, Russia, and America can all coexist in one thing. But that's not the story that the Lord has written, man. This is
That's
what
right.
Proverbs 21:1. Can you get that real quick?
Spirit, I'm right here.
Go
This
ahead.
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. It says, "The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord, and as the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will."
Right. So Yahweh Shemal Shah puts in the minds of these different leaders, Putin, Zelensky, Trump, those small hats over there in the land of Israel. All right, he's putting these thoughts in these men's head to pretty much pump the tension to bring about World War III, man. So don't be fooled when you see these things on the news, the talks of a ceasefire and all these peace talks. That's not there's not going to be any peace talk, And if you see that, then don't realize that. Look, that's an illusion, because we had the ceasefire of with Gaza and Israel, and what happened? Them niggas was still shooting people. They were still bombing people. So Esau is a man that you can't trust his word, man, which is why the Lord gave us, these scriptures to know thine enemy, man. So finishing this second First Thessalonians 5:3, the point, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And this is pretty much what we see that Trump is trying to reassure the people that, look, fuck what he's talking about. We're good over here, man. America, we're not going to feel nothing from this war. We're going to be just fine, and we're going to be that great country that I keep telling everybody we're going to come back to. I'm going to make your lives better and all that. But meanwhile, as he's, trying to scold Zelensky like he's a little boy, talking about, look, you better listen to what we say if you want this to happen. Shit still is going to push. All right. Israel's still going to do what they do. Putin's still going to do what he do. And Zelensky's still going to do what he do, man. Because they're all taking marching orders, not only from, the elites, because like you said, they're all pawns, but from Yahweh Shemal Shai, man.
That's right. That's right.
I got one for you real quick, priest. This is Psalm chapter 10, and I'll start verse 4. It reads, "The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them." Right? This is what we're seeing Trump do right now, right? He's puffing at him, he's beating on his chest, right? Trying to little boy Zelensky in the midst in front of everybody, man. And that's how you know this thing could be staged, because President Musk ain't back there either, so they left Muskie out. But this whole thing was a showcase of America's pride and so-called resilience, right? It says, verse 6, "He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity." And this is exactly what Trump is saying, man. He's like, that's happening to y'all, but that's not gonna happen to us. We're America, right? We're the hammer of the earth. That we're seeing, man.
Yeah, I literally had that.
Con, I got one after you.
Con, this is Jeremiah chapter 50 and 23. It says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?" And talks about, who's the guy that made that quote? You remember his name?
Yeah, General Wesley Lee Clark.
Right. He actually said this. You can look this up. All right. Matter of fact, I'll even put it on the screen, man.
Yeah.
That's how America views themselves, man. The hammer of the earth, man. But the scriptures say, "How is the hammer of the earth broken asunder because Yahweh Kurdistan is like getting broken, and has it become a desolation among the nations because Yahweh Shemiah Shai is going to make it to where America is alienated amongst all the different people, and all these different nations are going to shoot missiles on this place, man.
Yep. But
you got I'm gonna put this on the screen, but you go ahead.
I got one for you. This is Isaiah chapter 14 in verse 4. It says, "Thou should take up a proverb against the king of Babylon." And who's the king of Babylon? Trump, man. Because you see what they try to put on the White House webpage the other day, King Trump and things like that. And brothers did various videos going into that, and he is the king of Babylon, man. Because a president is a king, just as a Caesar, a pharaoh. These are kings, the leaders. And it says, "Thou shalt take up a proverb against the king of Babylon and say, How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased," man. And this is what you're seeing, man. The oppressor, who America, man, went out as around the world, as a brother said, being the hammer of the earth, oppressing all the nations, man. And what did you hear coming out of these devils' mouths? Getting back to that golden age, man. And it is ceased, man. The Heavenly Father is dethroning them. It says, verse 5, it says, "The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers." And a scepter is what? Is a king. When a king has a scepter, that shows he's a position of power, man. That shows rulership. And that's what you see with these devils in power. They feel like they're untouchable. But the Most High is about to break the staff of the wicked, man. Right in their face, man. It's gradually happening. You're seeing all the division. You're seeing the arguments, the fighting within. Because I did a lesson the other day how the CIA and the FBI it's a lot of tension within them because they went in there and fired a bunch of the CIA and the FBI members, and they said shit. They said a lot of them CIA and FBI members, they're gonna get jobs from foreign adversaries. So what is that telling you? That, man, they're gonna be selling a lot of your information and a lot of your strategies, man. That's showing that this place is being dethroned, man. The Lord has stirred up a lot of division amongst themselves, man. A bunch of infighting, man. And that's how you know these are Edomites, because that's always been going on since Edomites been in a position of rulership. It's always been a bunch of infighting, man.
Right. So this is what the brother just quoted. So General Wesley Clark, U.S. plan to take out 7 countries in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
If the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail. And I think it's gonna say that. But just real quick, this is why you see the plan for what, since Bush, Daddy Bush, and all these different presidents have been in office. This is why the wars that America has been in has happened, because this quote that he says right here, we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq, and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off with Iran, because this is the land that they all want, because this is that holy land, man. Over there, the Fertile Crescent. All right. This is why everything that we've been seeing, all these wars America's been involved in, has all been part of this plan. All right. It's a Depop agenda, as well as them trying to, secure that land, man.
Over in what you say, like the Holy Land, the Fertile Crescent. And then it's funny because what they said, 7, completion.
Yep.
And that's showing you that the Lord's gonna dethrone their ass, man. When they go in Iran, when they try to really invade Iran, that's when all hell's gonna really break loose.
Yeah, because who's Iran, backed by Russia. So this is what's going to be World War III, man. This is why they paint, Russia as the enemy, because they have to, bring this World War III. It's inevitable, man. All right, just show that there's no getting around that, man. Because for America to get what they truly want, hey, you gotta take out, you gotta go for that head of the opposite team, man. To be that big bad bully in the block, you gotta take out all the other bullies, man.
And they're going hard on the propaganda, because on my Fire Stick is this new movie out called Vladimir Putin. I guess they're going to be going in on him and stuff like that, as far as trying to say he's a dictator and fashion and all that. But that's just them using propaganda, because anytime you watch a movie, it was a cyber attack. Was it from Russia? Well, that's the first thing they always say.
Hey,
that's the first thing they always say, man.
But if I could add to what you're saying, is that not the narrative that they did with these countries? Like, just let's go over certain ones, right? You had, Iraq, right? Did it not say the reason for Iraq was because they wanted to get Saddam Hussein out the way? They painted him as a villain, that they had weapons of mass destruction.
Mm-hmm.
And then remember a couple of years ago with Syria, how they had their their president, they were saying all that shit, how he was, putting poison gas on them and shit.
Poison gas, and then they got caught actually using little water hoses, spraying on the kids and
Yeah.
shit.
And then they
That's
just ran them
serious.
out.
We expose it. We expose a lot of that shit too.
Right. And then what just recently happened? He got pushed out the country, so he had to flee. You know, Lebanon, Libya. That's why they killed what's my
Gaddafi.
man? Gaddafi, yeah. You know, Mali and Sudan. So they paint these countries as being oppressed, and that's when America will come with that fake ass help. Matter of fact, get that in Sirach 12, like the last couple verses where it said that when adversity you shall find them there.
Yeah, I'm just talking about. We'll be there
That's
first.
what America did with all these different countries, man, was try to paint them as this needy country that needed saving from their leader. All right. And then they went over there, and then what happened after they got in those countries? They raped and robbed the whole land, oppressed the people, and stole all their resources, man.
I'm gonna start at verse 16. This is a Sirach chapter 12, verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagines how to throw thee into a pit.
Right. And you can use that with the American media. All right,
Mm-hmm.
because they'll paint somebody in the either the right light or the wrong light to try to fit the narrative that they have for the storyline, man. All right, so America has been known because the propaganda, like if you look at the news that they show over in these countries, like for example, in the quote unquote Middle East, Pakistan, Iraq, and all that, when you look at the media over there compared to over here, it paints America as the devil over there, but then over here they make it seem like those countries are poor, they're destitute, but they're thriving countries, man. They may
Yeah,
not be on a business standard of thriving, but they're perfectly fine without the aid of America, man.
man, you look at a lot of them countries, man, they really are thriving though. Like far as like
Libya,
technology and things like that. They have they had you still thinking today if you was a bonehead nigga to Africa, all you got over there is niggas sticking their heads in cows' asses. Nah,
yeah,
Africa is thriving, man. They're thriving. Like for real, for real. They just give you that image over there or some TikTok videos in certain places where Africa look like shit. But you can do that over in America. Hell,
right.
you want to. But Africa's a thriving country, man. Let's keep going. And it says in the latter, Sirach chapter 16, Sirach chapter 12, verse 16, in the latter, it says he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll make himself look like the victim. All
Yep.
right, all get you on your weak side, and they go and kill you, try to kill you, man.
You see what happened with that 9/11 event. See how they painted him as boogeyman and Bin Laden shit. As a kid, you be like, damn. You be scared. You look at the Arab, you be like, damn. Man, but that's be real though.
No,
You seen
that's what
that
they had.
Arab, you be
Them
like, you
niggas
be
had
looking at that
suitcases
nigga
and
like, what
walk
the fuck
off.
you got on,
You get
man?
scared.
You be scared, nigga. He just getting some coffee. You be looking at him like, man, what the hell this nigga on? But that's them painting that boogeyman. They painted
Hey, good
that.
example of that. Taliban had, told that story about how when his father used to be in the Nation of Islam, they say, yo, when they be around them Arabs, man, them niggas was scared to get on planes with them and shit, man. So if you was a Muslim at that point, hey, that 9/11 made Muslims like terrorist target number one.
Yep, they demonized you. In verse 17, Sirach chapter 12, verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there 1st.
And that's the point, man. All right. They're at the end of everything, America is always there with the help first, man. But when you go into the root of the problem, America started the problem, man.
Yep.
Because we know how America gets down. Because when they want that land, all right, they'll go over there and try to buy out the leader. And if the leader don't want to play ball, they'll call a coup, or they'll have the economic hitman come in, knock them off, put a puppet government up, and then
Yep.
eventually occupy that land, man.
Yep. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there 1st.
Right, and they're always there with the help, with the
Yep.
aid, like Ukraine.
Yep. And they bring somebody like BG behind them. They got the juice you up.
Right.
And it says, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
And that's what he has done with all these countries that you see on this list, man, except for Iran. Is he tried to he came over here with quote unquote help, and what has happened? He has took over that country, and now these countries are destitute. You know?
Shit, you can ask Gad. Ask Gad. Shit,
Yeah,
ask us
yeah.
Gad, some Reubenites. Hey, ask us that. And that's crazy. 'Cause I was giving my sons a little rundown on that on the way to school. So ask them about that history. They clearly tell you. Look at all this land he got off the same characteristics, man. The Bible is faithful and true, man. This is why they can't run from this word, man. It says he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance, man. And that's
Yeah,
that's
that was the point. But
yeah.
Flocky, go ahead.
But that's Esau, man. He'll switch up on your ass quick, man. He's the damn devil. He be cool with you. But then at the end of the day, he has that alternative motive. I'm gonna catch this nigga slipping. That's how you know Esau is the damn devil. The so-called white man is he's the real gangster. He's a real
Right.
conniving, sneaky motherfucker. Because he's already shaking your hand. As he's shaking your hand, he's waiting on you to fuck up so he can slip up in there, man. That's the mindset of being the devil, man. And that's Esau even from the T. That's their whole MO. This is how he got the land of America. This is how he got the whole world has been undermining and overthrowing governments, man, and stealing resources, man. Why you think when that damn devil Queen Elizabeth died, all the nations was clapping and celebrating, man, and calling her ass out, man. Because what did she do? She went over there and stole resources and basically was, demonizing them countries, man. Because that's what these damn devils do. That's what they known for. They was like, damn, she stole this from our kings and our queens, and look at it. She got it on, bragging and boasting like they got it out the mud, man. But that's the damn devil for you, man.
That's why it say he will not be satisfied with blood.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to kill people. Esau has made a whole career out of killing niggas, man. But his real motive is to completely destroy you. You know? So he wants to take all your resources, he wants to take all your faith, he wants to take everything out of you, and still have that shell of your body, right, for his own use, man.
Shit, what movie is that? Back in the day, y'all probably, I don't know if y'all remember, it was called Blood Diamonds, man. Mm-hmm. Shit, it was a movie over there that was going on. You remember that? And what was they doing? Had them damn Hamites in there working in that field, getting their diamonds out, man. And there was some tension amongst themselves, but who's the root cause of that shit? Fucking Edomites.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's where they had them Edomites over there in South Africa, them Amalekites. That's how they got that land right there through the gold rush. That's why they're getting X out now.
Yeah, and Hillary Clinton's brother is one of the top miners over there. His company is one of the top miners in Africa now, man. Going by, I think he's going by another name or something like that.
Right. But let's play this real quick.
Time.
About 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld and Deputy Secretary Wolfowitz. I went downstairs just to say hello to some of the people on the Joint Staff who used to work for me. And one of the generals called me and he said, "Sir, you got to come in. You got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, "No." But he says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. I said, "We're going to war with Iraq. Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." So I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we've got a good military and we can take down governments." And he said, "I guess if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk and picked up a piece of paper. He said, I just got this down from upstairs in the Secretary of Defense's office today. And he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."
All right, so let's just go to show you Esau it has this all planned out. So, like scripture, I think we quoted it, but I said war was in his heart. Esau cannot stop doing things like this because it's in his nature, and the Most High is the one that's programming him to go ahead and do what we see. He's doing. Quan, could you add the other video back on the screen, Bible Kashah? All right. Hold on, why it look like that?
Con, while you fixing, I'm gonna read this real quick, okay?
Go ahead.
Con, this is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wasn't not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and thou dealt not treacherously with thee. And that's what you see with America, man. America went out and spoiled all the nations, man. Went out and stole their resources, stole their agriculture, set up puppet governments. And at the end of the day, what are you seeing? You're seeing all the nations turning on America. And I'll finish it out real quick. And it says,
I can add because everybody's starting to see the true intent behind everything that was being done, man. Like you heard the guy say, what's the reasoning that we're going into these different countries and all that, and it's really just because it's a land grab, man.
That's right. And what's going on? A lot of these Americans, the so-called patriots, they're seeing, even within the military, they're seeing that this is all fucking bullshit. They're losing their lives for nothing just because America's greed, man.
Banker wars, man. That's the was it Smedley Butler said that? That's why they call you people, you people that join the military, dumb dog. This is why you get dog tags, man. Because you're dumb dogs, man.
I finish it out in the ladder, and it says, when thou should make an end to deal treacherously, they should deal treacherously with thee, and that's what you're gonna see. They're about to start deal treacherously with America, man. This is why he made that statement he made. All these nations, the way you backdoored them, they're about to do you the same way, man.
Because I want to speak on that quote real quick. I just quoted because Smedley Butler, he said that war is a racket and has always been. Because he realized that, like you said, these wars are nothing but banker wars, man, and that the people that they use are just pawns to bring forth, what the elites want. Like I'll just read a part of that. It says, a racket is best described as something that is not what it seems to the majority of the people. It is conducted for the benefit of the very few at the expense of the very many. Out of war, a few people make huge fortunes. Now, for example, just dealing with this situation with Ukraine and Russia, why is America getting involved in this, man? This has nothing to do with America, but we understand that its allies, align with what these elites want. They want the tension for the world to see, Ukraine, which is backed by America, fucking with, Russia, because that's always been the thing. When you look at history, movies, entertainment, it's what's the end? It's always America versus Russia, because that's prophecy. This is how we know that the talks of ceasefire and peace is bullshit. That's the end goal, man. It is World War III with Babylon and Russia, man.
Yep.
All right, finish this out.
With World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, you said thank you. You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble. No, you've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this.
He got stunned,
Damn
bro.
good chance of coming out okay because of the president.
We are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks.
You haven't
in
been
this
allowed.
cabinet.
You haven't been allowed.
In this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid
thank-
president, $350 billion.
You voted
We gave
for
you
your
military equipment.
You
And you
voted
men
for
are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
in 3 days. I heard it from Putin.
And this is going back to what we read earlier, man. All right, how the hammer of the whole earth, cut asunder and broken, man. Because they talking like, yo, them. If without our help, y'all wouldn't be shit, man. You know that pride of America is shown brightly through Trump, man. In the way he's talking to Zelensky, bro. He's talking about disrespectful. Him and his vice president is disrespecting the fuck out this dude, man.
Yeah, he's sunning his ass. Yeah, you keep playing it.
3 days. This is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks. Of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Say thank you.
I
Except-
said a lot of
Except
times,
that there,
thank you
except
to
that,
American
except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on. I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long.
And a lot of
You don't have to.
and a lot of American people, people are waking up and saying this is nothing but a fucking show. This is Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 7. Nah, Isaiah chapter 25, Salakia, bro. Bear with me. Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7, it says, and he will destroy in this mountain represents Edom's government, the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Because a lot of people are saying this is a bunch of bullshit. That's what they're saying. They're saying this is not what the it's something bigger than what they're really saying. What's going on, man? A lot of people, especially a lot of veterans, they see what's going on, man. When you listen to these veterans, these Edomites, they're hip on game. It's just Jake that's lost in the sauce. It's just Jake that don't really see what's going on. A lot of these Patriot Edomites, they see what's going on, man, and they see that this World War III is getting drawn more closer than we ever thought, man. Which we through the spirit we understand prophecy that this is going to take place, but they never thought that it's becoming this fast. Because World War III, like you said, you're gambling with World War III because World War III is close, man. It's very, very closer than you can see. This is why they're pushing so hard for this technocracy and this beast system. Because World War III, yes, it's on the table, and it's very, very close, man. And can I grab one more before I pass it to you, bro?
You got it.
This Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14, it says the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly. And the main word in that sentence is quickly. The third war is coming quickly, man.
Yep.
It's right around the corner. This is why they're still in Operation Warp Speed. They got the right guy in office to help them push forth this thing, man. And this thing is going to come very, very quick. This is why they're sitting in different legislations. This is why they're firing federal workers and IRS. Because what are they doing? They're trying to help and set up this new system. So within this new system, they have to have everything set in place. And this is why you're seeing everything's been sped for the Lord's sake. Because as the Lord said, the days should be shortened for the elect's sake. So we're seeing the Lord speeding the days up. Because this devil, Trump ain't been. People fucking forget, bro. Trump ain't been in office barely a month, barely 2 months, and all this is happening that fast. It feel like Trump been in office about damn 3-4 months. He just got
It's
in
only
there.
been a month. He got in January 20th.
Exactly.
It's just been 1 month.
And what are you seeing? A lot of things has been moved fast, man. A lot of shit is happening. So this we can clearly see that it's only going to continue to get worse as the months get closer and closer to the return of our Lord, man.
Right.
We can see that.
And to add to that, because this is how, like we quoted earlier, this is all just theater. Because World War III is not really going to pop off until one major prophecy is left, which is that mark of the beast being implemented, man. So real quick, this is Revelation 7:1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Right.
Mhm.
And that's the angels holding back the final stages of prophecy, that destruction,
That's right.
until we get through these events, man. All right. So yeah, we report on these World War III tensions, but we know that this isn't really gonna go until they make that chip, mandatory, man.
Yeah, and like you said, the reason why we go on these, because as when you get into the scriptures, we are set up as what? As the watchmen.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 62 and verse 6. I have set a watchman upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which should never hold their peace day or night. And that's what the job of a watchman. We're set up on a watchtower and we're seeing various things going on, geopolitically, spiritually, and domestic. We're seeing what's going on at a global stage and lining it up with the Bible. We're set up as watchmen for the house of Israel, man. And we can clearly see with a spiritual eye lens, with the eyesight, that these tensions is only going to get worse and it's going to lead to World War III. But before it take place, we understand that the MOTB is going to be one of the key indicators that'll lead to the war. And it says, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. As the brother said, man, our job is to speak on this, man. Because, hey, as the Trump said, hey, if he meant it like the apostle said, if he meant to say it for us or not, we are the prophets of doom. Because we're telling you what's coming for America. What's the ultimate end game? Is destruction. That's what's coming, man. So our job is to keep not silence and to proclaim the destruction of the future of America. And it says, and give him no rest until he made Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So our job is to give him no rest, get a Lord no rest, and to get his devil no rest, and let him know that the end of his society is at hand, man.
Yeah, because Doug, you mentioned Trump knows what's up, all right. Because he mentioned the prophets of doom twice.
Mm-hmm.
One on one of his panels. But then he was on the Joe Rogan show and he said it, he said the what do you call it, the doomsday prophets or prophets, whatever he called us, dealing with the prophets of doom. He was like, they say that, the world's gonna end over in the Middle East. So they know,
Yeah.
Trump's in the know, but like I said, him and Zelensky gotta play, in character to give you good people a show out here so that you get, fooled by the buffoonery that we're seeing. With people are dying. We're not taking that away. That those are the casualties of war, because Esau doesn't mind sacrificing people, especially his own people. But
Yep.
we know the bigger picture. That's what we're looking at. We're going into the bigger picture of things, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is all going to lead to war, world war on a major scale, to where all these countries are going to align themselves against Babylon and shoot missiles on this place, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I want to finish it out.
Con.
Buried there, your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. Then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire?
I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't with me.
For you, what
That wasn't with me. That was with a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You gotta be more thankful. Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
Hey, go to that article, priest, because it don't really matter at the end of the day. Because we're gonna go to what Putin did today. You want to ceasefire?
Yeah, ain't no ceasefire.
Putin don't want no damn ceasefire.
Right.
Putin don't give a damn about that. The Lord is playing on the minds of the kings, man. The Lord don't want no ceasefire, man.
Yeah, this is off MSN.com. It says Vladimir Putin's thugs blow up packed Ukraine hospital after peace talks collapse. Right. So, and this event with Zelensky and all that was today. And this happened a couple hours ago, man.
Yep.
He was probably watching it, and he was like, you know what?
You know,
Just pull the trigger, man.
he called
This
over
shit ain't
there.
going on,
Do it.
Take the hit.
Do it. No,
Yeah, that shit.
no
Come on, bro.
survivors. Hey, this is beautiful, man. And guess what that is? That's the Edomites on Edomites, man. That's why I said kingdom against kingdom.
That's right.
These are still Edomites. Ukraine, that's his own kingdom. Russia's his own kingdom. America's own kingdom. It's still Edomites fighting amongst each other, man, at a global stage, man. And it's showing you that the Bible is faithful and true. And it's only going to continue to get worse. And it's beautiful, man.
So that's why what Ezekiel 33 and 33, then thou shalt know that there has been a prophet among you. You're not gonna get away from this shit, man. This is why at the end of the day we're told to stay upon our watch, to go into this. We dissect everything through the spirit, and we report it to the hopeful elect, man.
That's right. That's right. If you can hear or forbear, if you can take heed, man, you better take heed, because it's only going to continue to get worse as America is hitting this rapid decline, as far as this economic woes and this tension here in its own land. It's only going to get worse abroad, man, because nobody forgot about the tariffs. Nobody forgot about all the things that Trump been saying he's going to do to these other nations. So it's only going to continue to get worse here in the shores of America, man.
Right. Hey, if I can add to that point too, people are focused on the World War III implications, in regards to Ukraine and Russia, but they're not even thinking about what's going on with Amalek right now. Right? Talk about how he's gonna drag America into this, man. Right. So until Amalek is involved, right, we're not gonna see these things escalate to that level yet, man. And like you said, we have to see a lot more things take place on a domestic level, right, before the nukes start to fly, man.
Oh yeah, and that's concerning that MOTB. So they about to lower a lot of people to sleep with these damn so-called stimulus checks, and they're gonna put them right back to sleep, not knowing that all this shit is gonna really just hike up the tensions here in the shores of America, man. Because it's about to be something. We've been saying for years, something major is gonna take place very, very soon, man. And we at the cusp of it, man. We can see it, man.
Right. Anything else?
That was pretty much it.
That was it, man.
Hey, well, Lord went through the Spirit. This lesson was edifying. So we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Hakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, we say shalom.
Shalom.